Welcome to Conversations in Culinary, your all-access pass to the world of the restaurant industry. Each episode, our guests will uncover the secrets behind your favorite dishes, from the bustling kitchens to the art of the plating, and hear from the chefs and insiders who make it all happen. Get ready to see the restaurant world like never before. Let's dig in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another tantalizing evening of In Culinary. Tonight, we have the great honor and opportunity, all the way from Massachusetts. Give it up for Chef Stephen Coe, ladies and gentlemen. Usually I do a big spiel about what In Culinary is. It's like a TED Talk for chefs, all right? We're gonna go through this. He's gonna cook us a little something. We're all gonna learn a little something, and then we're gonna sit down, we're gonna have a beer and chit chat because,
That's it.
shit, man, it's been a long time since I've seen you.
It has.
About 4 years. It's weird, it's like I feel like I've known you for about 10 years, and
Yeah.
we've seen each other 3 or 4 times. But hey, just like old friends, we always just pick up where we left off. So, chef,
Yes.
let's get to the cooking.
Okay.
Tell us what you're doing and why.
Okay, we're doing a tortellini with lobster. It has mostarda fruit, which is pickled candied fruit with mustard extract, and a reduced grape juice, which is a great must. It's the last drippings before they make balsamic. This is one of the dishes that I use to take out Bobby Flay with. So,
Beating Bobby Flay's
Right?
little ass.
yeah,
I love it.
I jacked him up.
You did jack him up.
You're beating and jacking up with 2 different animals. I jacked him up on street talk and street food.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, we were chatting a little earlier, and we were talking about Bobby Flay, and I'm like, Bobby Flay is just like a punk from the Bronx, you
Yep.
know, and he kind of owns it. You know what I mean? Like people are like, that Bobby Flay is kind of a dick, and I'm like, he is, but it's just who he is, right?
And I'm a punk from Boston.
And yeah, and you're a punk from Boston, so
the Boston, New
yeah,
York.
for sure, for sure. All right, so we're gonna get into that.
Okay.
Are you doing a pasta demo for us tonight?
I'll do a little pasta demo.
All right, we're gonna
Right?
learn how to make some pasta. That's why I was
Keep it
like,
simple,
guys, sit
right?
down. This
Should.
takes a while.
Then we'll go with the pasta demo. Then I did a couple ahead of time. I'll make the sauce, bring it together. We have some toys here. So we have a smoking gun. Infuse that. I smoke some Gouda. And then I do a lot of competitions. So one of the plates we use in a new competition, it's a magnet and it floats. So we electrify the magnet. We'll play around with it. Not yet. Not yet. All right.
Got me all
You know, so I'll
got
see
me
if
all
we can
excited to
play
see
around
it
with it.
flow.
Look. It's a pain in the ass.
You know, I'm like 4 years old up here, right?
Right.
Like you're like, I'm like, it floats.
It does. Sensitive.
Give it up for the floating plate,
Right?
ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
it. Right? Bobby can't do that shit.
Bobby can. I don't
Watch
think he
it.
can. I
See?
believe it. I believe it. All right, so let's start with
This
the
is for
pasta
the
demo.
rematch.
Yeah. Oh, is
This
that
is
for the
the
rematch?
rematch,
All right.
yes.
Do you have one set up with them already?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do. When's it happening?
Wait and see. It's gonna be a live one too.
Dude,
Yeah, I think it's a street battle.
I'm gonna be
Battle of the Bronx, maybe.
I'm gonna be cheering you on. That's
right?
for sure.
I'm gonna be cheering on Bobby.
How is it? So right before we get into the pasta, because I was like every time I read your bio, it's like he beat Bobby Flay. He beat Bobby Flay. Is it cool to be known for that, or is it like, hey guys, like I do a lot more stuff other than just beating Bobby Flay, or are you like, hell yeah?
It was cool to beat Bobby because I did it on a Chopped tournament, not on his show.
Oh,
Right?
gotcha.
So I had to beat 15 chefs to get to him.
That's
And they're
right,
all
yep.
hardcore.
Yep.
They're all grand champions of Chopped. And they're all just hungry as I was,
Love it.
you know. And by that time I got to him, I'm like, see you later, homie. The other guys were harder.
I love
you know,
it.
the other chefs were a lot
For those
more.
of you that don't know, Stephen is very humble. No, I love Stephen. He's no nonsense type of chef, and that's my favorite kind. All right, Stephen, go ahead.
all right,
Go
so
ahead, chef. Light it up. Let's
We
see
got
this
fl-
pasta.
We have 2 types of, I have a white semolina and a yellow semolina, super fine. Egg yolk, a little extra virgin olive oil, splash of salt. I'm gonna mix it, let it sit, and I'll start making the lobster mix that's gonna go in it.
So what's the difference between the white and the yellow semolina?
I just like the color. It's
Okay,
Both
fair.
similar characteristics. I just
yeah.
like the color on it. It's not bright.
Like that bright
Right,
yellow
yeah.
pasta? You see everybody else kind of making?
Yeah.
All right, so
Right. What's that?
calm down. It's powdering.
Right,
It's
that's
going to
it.
fall
That's
out
it.
everywhere.
I'm gonna pull it
Joanna.
out in a second.
Give him 30 seconds.
Right?
By the way, I apologize for the black plague happening in my throat right now. I feel like I just got hair under my armpits yesterday, you know? All right, so 2 people love that. Thank you. I appreciate you. So let's get in. I said, Stephen, we're going to laugh, we're going to cry. He goes, we ain't crying. So if I cry, Joanne owes me $100.
Barbara Walters, please.
Yeah,
Walters.
yeah. Barbara Walters.
Right, Barbara
So,
Walters.
Barbara. So, Chef,
Yes.
how did you get into this crazy, crazy world that we call cooking, chefing, whatever it is? How did it all start for you? Where'd you learn how to cook? What made you get into it?
Get go to each other.
Yeah, I know it's going to be happening all night.
For a second. I was pretty much born into it. My grandparents had a place just south of Boston, a little diner, and I made donuts. Then it was like an open kitchen similar to a Waffle House, but it was like family owned.
Love Waffle House.
It's probably 13 seats,
Yeah.
everything homemade there, and it was just a good culture. And anything left over at the end of the day, he used to love to throw shit at people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, leftover donuts. He would hit people on the way out.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he was the soup Nazi.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I love it.
Yeah, he loved yelling at people, and I don't know why. I'm like, I want to be like that dude.
Yeah, right.
He's,
I know.
He's comical.
Yeah,
he's
you know,
a prick. But
yes.
like, he's a funny prick.
Similar. I saw this chef just berating a cook. I was 11 years old, like bussing tables at this little family restaurant, and I was like, that dude's a badass.
Yeah,
I got to
is
do
a
that
badass.
someday. And I'm a little too nice. Okay, so that's good. So
Right.
you've got a couple of places.
I have one diner just like the place I grew up in.
Okay.
100%. I call my little dumpster diner.
And is that Early Bird?
It is the Early Bird
Okay,
Cafe.
awesome.
Yeah, 45 years, been there. Old house.
Sweet.
Yep. Now, I bought it because I wanted something with a front and space to build a commissary kitchen because I have 2 food trucks.
Lobster Love.
Lobster Love.
Tell me about Lobster Love. I mean,
So Lobster Love was the very first food truck allowed in Boston. We started the concept in Boston. I had the first 4.
is that right?
Yeah, Lobster Love, Grilled Cheese Nation with 2 of those, and Mima, which is Italian street food.
Wow.
And then I got rid of the others because everybody started doing grilled cheese, and so we got rid of that and kept lobster.
Wow.
And that thing hustles. It's been what, almost 20 years.
I was going to say, you've had those for a long time.
Yeah. And then
Since I've known you anyways.
Yeah. And then the other one's called Culinary SWAT, which is a form of SWAT truck that I.
Oh yeah, that thing's badass. Yeah, if you don't
Thing's
follow
awesome.
Stephen on his social media, please do so because
Who doesn't want a SWAT truck?
yeah, who doesn't want to
Okay.
agree?
It was at an auction. I was like, it's got low mileage because if you rarely see a SWAT truck go out. Around me, there's no SWAT trucks.
Yeah.
You know? And
More by
around
my
here,
house,
it was
but That's amazing. That's amazing. So Lobster Love,
Yep.
Early Bird,
yeah. Culinary SWAT.
Culinary SWAT.
Yep.
Thank you for coming to frickin' Chicago.
Yeah,
and
right?
Cooking for us today.
I would have brought
'cause I know
SWAT, but it would have broke down.
you're just driving down 94.
yeah, it's not that
Sitting in
comfortable.
traffic
Yeah.
on the way over here.
Not at all.
Bastards.
Not at all.
So what? So now you're also doing. So you beat Bobby Flay.
I did.
You got crazy recognition from that.
Yes.
You ended up being on some TV,
Little TV.
a little TV,
Little TV.
and now you're trying to get on some more TV.
I like TV.
Which TV's cool, right? It's fun.
I have a fun character on TV.
TV's good. TV's
Yes.
good. So talk to us about what you're filming for TV today.
Right now, working on 2 shows on top of Chopped. One's called Dangerous Eats. Both the shows are mine. I created them. Dangerous Eats, where they throw me in crazy situations all over the world and see how I get out of them. And it's the hunt, capture, kill, and the cook. So at the end of it's crazy fire structures, metal, Viking cooking.
Love it.
The first one was, if you look close, you see I still have a busted nose. It was an alligator hunt. I
Love
won
this story.
because it's right here. That's the alligator. I wrapped his ass up in a knife roll after this one.
Hell yeah.
That one hurt.
I'll bet.
It busted my nose. I broke a rib. A couple other body parts took a beating.
Oh my
but I
God.
won. It was good.
That's good.
So I went for round 2.
Yeah, he's carrying around your knives.
Yeah.
You'll have that story to tell forever.
Yeah, right. And the nose. And then the other one was the second one was a wild boar. Shooting out of.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me about this, yeah.
So we're shooting out of helicopters, AR-15s, and at this point, because my backup plan on the alligator failed, the camera guy was supposed to give me the gun so I could shoot him. He froze after I got hit in the face, because the face just blew up. So I took about a 20-minute beating. And I go, the next show, I want my own backup plan. So I had knives and guns on me. In case something went wrong, I could at least grab something. And this one, I killed one, wounded one. So I said, put the helicopter down. And I started chasing the boar. I jumped on him, grabbed him, chokehold him, kicked out his leg and stabbed him, and rode that for about 5 minutes. But I had a little more confidence because I had
you're
my own
packing.
safety
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So, but that makes great TV. That one is they both are.
That does.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Bear Grylls meets Julia Child.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Julie Child's Boston drinking.
Exactly, yeah.
Cutting herself.
Yeah.
Saturday Night
Julia
Live.
Child's with the busted nose. That sounds amazing.
Yep.
I think you should pitch a show like that.
Right?
Imagine this.
Right. And
All
then
right.
the other one's called Food Truck Chronicles,
Oh, cool.
which is like all the drama behind the scenes of
Oh,
food
for
trucks.
sure.
That one's awesome.
I'll bet it is.
And we went across the country and interviewed a lot of chefs or whoever, don't have chefs, just food truck carnies,
Yeah.
that have their stories
Right.
and situations and drama.
Oh my
and then
God.
we recreate the situations, right? And we brand the trucks like theirs. And at the end of every show, we drag race each other. Fucking not. Why not? Well, I tell you, Culinary SWAT has a gun
I
too.
love this.
We shoot tacos out of SWAT.
Do you really?
Yeah, I could easily hit across the street.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, if you look up Culinary SWAT vehicle, you'll see the taco cannon,
I'm definitely, that's what I'm doing at 1 a.m.
right?
I was going to flip a page on my phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just see Chef Coe firing tacos. I love it.
Yeah,
I
one of
love
the
it.
videos you'll see me shooting at, I'm the chef who feed the first responders, New England too. So we bring the food trucks to all the stations and sell a new town out every month. All right?
I'm doing nothing with my life right now, dude. Like, I'm literally,
Right?
I'm happy to wake up and just be like,
Right?
my coffee tastes pretty good today.
I just made it.
Yeah, that's right. He's like,
Sorry, I
I've
snuck
already
in,
made
made
it. I've
coffee.
saved 3 koalas, and now I'm off
I
to
would've
go
killed
open
them.
up my
I'll
7
kill the
food
koalas.
trucks. I love
I'm
it.
not saving that shit.
I'll kill the koalas. I love it. All right, so let's get back to the
Right.
pasta.
All right.
So what are we doing here?
So
What's
I can mix
next?
a little lobster, some burrata, smoked Gouda, scallion.
Is this a smoked Gouda?
Yeah.
Nice.
A little spice to it.
Yeah.
Scallion. That's it. Simple. All right? Because I want you to taste the lobster. Then I'll start making the dish. And what you'll be eating, I kind of deconstruct a little bit. So you'll taste the pasta, then the lobster together, and then all the sauces that will build. And I'll explain
Awesome.
it as you're eating it. You'll see the different layers.
I love it.
Right?
All right, let's get to it,
Just
man.
build the
I
layers, right?
want to see this. I'm excited.
Right.
So what was the genesis of this dish? How did it come to mind? Is it something you've been kind of fiddling with for years?
Well, a little bit of everything because I have 500 traps outside of Boston. So I live on a lobster boat a lot, plus the lobster truck.
Again, I do nothing. Go on, chef. Yeah.
And then the smoke and the Gouda and the acid came about when it was a chopped basket going against Bobby. I opened it up and there was a lobster in it. I was like, come on, is this gonna be this easy?
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
I'm like, see you later, dickhead. Well, the best line on this one, we opened it up and he did his whole little spiel, chopped and Bobby Flay merging together. I was like, all right, cool. He's like, what would you do as a signature dish using this basket? So the basket was lobster, mozzarella sticks, or fried mozzarella, which is gross. No, it was fried milk, same thing. Sea beans and dehydrated pressed duck jerky.
Oh,
Gross. Nasty.
was it
like-
nasty?
there's nothing to use.
Yeah.
I just pretend like you're using it, and I went and got pancetta. And so I'm like, oh yeah, fucking this is amazing. I was like,
And Marcus Samuelson's like, wow, I really love the way you incorporated
I
it.
can't
Yeah.
get a lot of it. I wish I had more of it. Yeah, and so do I.
Yeah, so do I.
I
That's
couldn't
called
fucking
one
tear it off
chale.
of the
It's
dinosaur he
delicious.
gave me,
Yeah.
right? And then he goes, oh, I said lobster ravioli. I ended up doing a freestyle. He goes, oh, it's funny, that's my daughter's favorite. I'm like, that's funny because your daughter's my favorite. Bing, fucking ring the bell, you know? And that's
For everybody out there, I'm pretty sure she's over 21, so please don't call me for who's on Chef Coe. Thank you so much.
Right.
Shake and bake.
So they call me the Dark Knight on the Food Network, the Dark Knight from Boston.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's a cool ass nickname to have.
Right? I talk a lot of trash on the Food Network.
They just call me Paulie. It's
Yeah,
not
right,
real tough
Paulie.
sounding, yeah. Yeah, like it's not real tough sounding.
Yeah, right?
That's pretty awesome.
All right, so when I have the burrata, the lobster, the scallion, smoked Gouda, there you go. Simple, right? Because I want you to taste the flavor.
Yeah.
When I...
You know, that's a great point you made. I always used to be the chef at this famous steakhouse in Chicago, and the corporate chef was like, if there's more than 5 ingredients in your dish, I want to know why, right? Because
I
like,
got 20.
yeah. Well, yeah, you know what I mean though? It's
Yeah.
like you want the steak to shine, and I think you're really gonna let the lobster shine in this. But
Yeah.
that's awesome. So that's all you did. You just mix the eggs with that. I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's
Keep it
great.
simple.
I
right?
love it.
And it's funny because the throwdown too with Bobby, he's famous for his pasta maker.
Oh, yeah.
His pasta. So halfway through it, he breaks his pasta maker. And I'm already ahead of him at this point, right? And I was like, and you can see the camera, I'm like, should I help his house out? Then I'm like, no, fuck this. And I go, you know what? I go, yo, airmail, and I toss that shit across the stage. And I'm like, fuck this guy. I think I got him. Then I just started tearing him up on just
That's awesome.
street talk.
Did you get the chance to taste his food?
Yeah, I added salt and pepper.
Good old
yeah,
Bobby.
Yeah, no, it was solid. I did a lot of homework on the way because I wanted to take him up.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It was a huge throwdown. The way he seasoned, how he seasoned, his moves, how fast he was, everything. And I knew he was either going to go Middle Eastern or he's going to go Southwestern. And he went coconut curry. I was like, fuck, perfect.
Yeah.
And I did open-ended, like ravioli, knowing he's probably do a regular ravioli and trying to pack it and all.
Sure.
Where I did layered, like freeform,
Oh yeah, yeah.
right? And I could showcase all the dishes. I mean, all the ingredients that way,
Right.
you know, in colors. And I ended up putting roe and chives in the pasta, so it looked like confetti. Where he's doing a dumpster fire dish on that side.
I love it.
He ran out of pasta. I'm like, you guys need any pasta? I have some extra, right? Because I'm at the winner's circle, dickhead, you know?
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, so talk about all the cool shit you got going on.
Cool shit.
TV, beating
TV.
Bobby Flay, lobster traps, killing koalas.
Killing koalas, bald eagle.
Let's
consommé.
talk about what kind of, I mean, how many years in the business since you were a kid? You've had to have dealt with
35.
a ton of adversity as well.
Yeah.
You got any low points? You got any
Overthinking shit.
overthinking shit? Yeah.
I think that was probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Over the years, I've worked probably over 200 restaurants all over the world. So
Yeah.
I've learned a lot. I've learned what not to do.
Yeah.
And I kind of took notes
Fair.
of what not to do. And I try and avoid low points, if you will.
Sure.
I've lost a lot of people on my team, so that probably was part of my low point.
Okay.
You know,
Just
And-
labor issues in general?
No,
or?
more on them taking themselves and things like that. So I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that mentality,
Sure.
kind of. So it's like, all right, I got to change my culture in different ways. It's like, I think the direction I went more hardcore, you
Yeah.
know, and build a solid culture that people that are in our circle, everybody's on point. There's no, I mean, everybody has fucking issues, but opposed to coddling
Yeah.
and patting people on the back. I'm like, yeah, you're in the fucking fire.
Yeah.
We're gonna have an awesome time, or
Right.
you're not gonna be. You're gonna be in the sidelines.
Yeah.
You know?
It's interesting how much the culture has changed in just even the past 20 years.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you went from guys whipping plates at your head to,
Yep.
hey, you showed up on time. Great job.
Yeah,
We're going to
yeah.
give you a gold star up on the wall.
Yeah.
And you're like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Chef, you yelled at me.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I did. You burned 20 racks of ribs, so that's why I yelled at you.
Yeah. Tell your dad I'm disappointed.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Not in you, in your fucking dad.
Yeah. Tell your dad I am super disappointed.
I've used that comment. I've used that line a few times.
I love it.
Call
I
your
love
dad.
that one. I'm taking that. That's in the back pocket.
Yep.
Do you have a mentor? Or did you?
Yeah, but my mentor kept changing and evolving as I grew up. The people that were my mentors, I'm like, I don't know why that person was my mentor. You
Yeah.
know, it was
Yeah.
it's people that work fucking hard. It doesn't have to be the industry. Just people that hustle. Joanne's a mentor for like what she does here.
Oh, Joanne's a shit.
Yeah,
Do you all
right?
know Joanne, by the way?
All right.
Without her,
100%.
this doesn't happen. And the other 600 things she's got going
Yeah,
on.
right? She's a fucking hustler too.
She is a hustler.
Let me start this sauce so we can get.
Yeah,
right?
let's go on the sauce.
I'll go back to
Lots of
this.
garlic.
Yeah,
or as
so
you
I
would
have
say,
garlic,
which I
some
love, by the way.
leeks.
Leeks,
Yeah,
okay.
leeks are going to in a second,
Love it.
right? And then I cook that down a little bit, hit it with some cream, cook that down. And then I'll get a demo on that little pasta over there, and then we'll start banging the pasta out.
I love it.
We'll play with
Then
that
we can
little
all eat.
UFO plate over here. You know?
That's right. The floating plate.
Don't worry about
Later, I'm going to be like, and then there was a plate that floated,
Right, and then?
and it was amazing. And then he was talking about boars.
Yeah, right, then he was dry humping boar.
Yeah. So what's your go-to meal to make at home?
Lately, it's because it's the season for squash blossoms. So I do hollow chicken fingers because my kids love chicken fingers and they'll never eat a squash blossom. So I bread and pan fry them. And they think it's the best thing ever.
The best
'Cause they're
thing
like,
ever?
How did you make the chicken hollow?
Yeah.
I go, I took a big straw and blew it through the middle of it. They're like, oh, that makes sense. I'm like, yeah, it does it?
Yeah.
Fucking skated past that one. You know?
You're like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Let's
Yeah.
call a tutor. We need, that's what I say to my kids. I'm like, are you okay? Are you thinking? No, that's pretty awesome.
Right? Or just whatever. Everything turns into a stir fry or a taco.
I love it.
Right? 'Cause,
Easy,
yeah,
easy, right?
I'm like, oh, let's fucking toss it all together and see what happens. Add some more shit to it.
Are you sick of lobster?
Yes. Yes.
love
And
it.
it's the beginning of the season.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? We broke down 5,000 before I came here on Tuesday. Not Tuesday, Monday.
Jesus
For this
Christ.
weekend. So we go through about 5,000 lobsters a week. Peak season, 10.
What's the
Wild.
best menu item on your lobster lug food truck? Or the best selling?
Portuguese chowder, Portuguese lobster chowder, because there's a heavy Portuguese population down the belt of us, called the South Coast.
Wow.
And then lobster quesadilla,
Oh, nice.
lights out,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, for sure.
There's chipotle aioli, barbecue. We smoked the lobster in that one. Smoked Gouda, barbecue, spice, cilantro, pickle reds. It's enough shit going on, a little
Yeah.
one banger, you know.
That's amazing.
What
Sounds
else?
awesome.
Lobster BLT. They suck to make, but they're awesome.
Joanne, field trip.
Right? Lobster Love might make it here.
Let's go.
Truck's only 800 years old. You know, it's little too.
Those
It's
are
like
the best
size
ones,
of this.
man.
Yeah,
Those
this
are
is
the
like
best
my
ones.
truck, which is I can pull it anywhere I want.
Yeah.
And I have so much refrigeration and a little cooktop.
Yeah.
I was like, just keep fucking feeding me.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll just
Just
you
go.
stuff rolls, I make quesadillas.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
And then we keep changing. We do a pork belly taco out of it.
Oh, sweet.
You know, just to change it up. Nashville hot lobster. Fucking, it's good. Right?
Stupid. That sounds
It depends on the mood.
Amazing.
And how much of an ass whooping we want that day.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
what,
right.
You know? I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
how much of a beating
yeah,
do we want
yeah,
today?
Yeah, you're like, yeah, let's do it.
Or let's do 3
I'm a glutton
items.
for
Yep.
punishment. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, we'll do small, medium, or large. That's it.
That's great.
You know?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so everybody knows, Chef here has hand done every ravioli, every tortellini. Excuse me. Excuse me,
And
Chef.
my like domestic servants.
Yeah.
My little Jedis that work with me.
Yeah, with the
you know?
small hands.
Yeah, right?
Just so everybody knows, they're all over the age of 18 and they're getting paid a fair wage. So please do not call anybody on Chef Stephen Coe. Thank you so much. Shake and bake. All right.
All right.
I would assume, anyways, we'll just say that
Shouldn't
for
assume.
copyright reasons.
Yeah, right?
So putting burrata into the lobster, where did that come from? Did you just want that fatty mouthfeel? Or?
Instead of doing a mascarpone where it kind of melts,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not really the Parmesan person to put in a ravioli. It
Sure.
takes away from it. It kind of elevates the lobster and you can taste it. And then the scallion in it has that little bite,
Yeah.
you know.
I love scallions. It's one of my favorite vegetables
Yeah,
of
like
all
people
time.
put chives,
Yeah, yeah,
usually with lobster
for sure.
or tarragon. It depends which direction.
Yeah.
I want more of the heart. You can smell it, you know.
Yeah, it smells heavenly.
Heavenly.
So, pasta roller, you said this was imported.
Yeah.
I'm
and
assuming not from South Africa.
yeah, from Compton.
Yeah,
Put
from
it-
Compton.
Coming straight out of Compton.
I love it. I love it. It looks nice.
I actually carried it like this through the airport the whole time.
On the plane.
Yes.
That's when you
carrying
know.
my stuff. That was
That's
on.
serious chef's business there.
And it's bright red, so people are like, what the hell is that? I'm like,
Yeah,
"What about
yeah.
it?" And I put it through just to see. I put this through. That
That's
caused all
amazing.
sorts of ruckus because it's like, beep, beep,
Oh, yeah,
because
sure.
it's a magnet
Magnets
and a
everywhere.
black box.
Yeah.
Like, who's this? I'm like,
Super popular at the
this
airport.
guy. Yeah, smoking guns.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah,
a
they
what?
love that.
It's a gun?
Sous vide machine looks like a bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a big
Sweet.
fan of sous vide machines.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm sure they
Shit,
are.
I don't have the box.
I know.
Oh, just wrap it up. No,
Yeah.
put some aluminum foil on it too.
I one time got busted at the airport. I had an oyster shucker
Oh, yeah.
at the bottom of my bag.
Yep.
And I was in some podunk airport, and the guy's like, you want to mail this to yourself? I'm like, dude, it's
Did you make this in prison?
Yeah, I'm like, you can just toss it. I'm like, it's kind of weird though. I'm like, I've been on like 30 flights in the past year when I got this thing, and you're the first one to bust me. So good job,
You're
O'Hare.
like, thanks, Dad.
Yeah. Thanks, Pops.
Yeah, right?
Now people won't get to eat oysters, I guess.
Right.
That's amazing.
All right, so I'm gonna deglaze this with a little bit of heavy cream. And I'll let that
Which
cook.
is the best cream?
This brand's good too.
Yeah, Kroger.
I don't know even what Kroger is, but I'm going with it. Oh, not even the name brand. It's just whatever.
Just the fact that it's heavy cream.
Yeah, and it's nice heavy cream.
I had a buddy that worked
Kroger,
with
you buddy.
that worked with Paul Prudhomme on an event, and Paul Prudhomme shows up about 3 hours late, and
Or on time.
yeah, or on time for
Right.
Paul, and he goes, hey, I'll be there in a minute. I just need to have some breakfast. I haven't eaten yet. And he's like, no problem, chef. You know, he's just there to be the face, anyways. He said he sat down and he watched him eat 4 bowls of Frosted Flakes with heavy cream,
Amazing.
and I was like,
Keep up his diet program.
that's hardcore. They were
Yeah.
wheeling that guy around at a
Yeah,
table
right.
by the time he was said and done,
There
man.
he was.
God-
Oh, he had the
God
little
rest-
scooter, dude.
Yeah,
You remember the scooter?
like a little scooter. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
the fuck is that? Oh, it's a chef. I'm like, that's pretty sweet.
That's pretty awesome.
All right, so I'm gonna hit it with a little salt and pepper.
Nice.
I'm gonna do some whole grain mustard to balance out the whole grain. The mustard extract I
Love
have.
it. Love it.
Right. What else you got? Right.
Nothing.
I'm sure I have
done.
something else I'm
you
doing.
You
that-
just cook now, and
We got
and
Lobster
it's
Love
okay.
cookbook coming out.
Writing it. Joanne loves it.
Right?
Joanne
When?
believes every chef in the world
Well, I was
should be
looking
writing
to
a
see-
cookbook as we speak.
I was
and I
looking
don't
to see
disagree.
if I beat Bobby again. It's gonna be a lobster battle. I'll wait and put it in the recipe so you too can beat Bobby twice.
Oh,
Right?
I like
Oh.
that. Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
So is the cookbook, give us a feel for, is it just going to be like a lot of, like,
All sorts of crazy lobster-inspired dishes,
Inspired
from
dishes.
fresh rolls to the dishes that I compete with to the Lobster Love store, the truck. It's evolution of the food truck, and then how it became a brand, and now it's a competition, and everything we do is lobster on me.
that's awesome.
Yep.
So I've got a question for you. What's one cuisine you wish you were, I don't want to say better at, but wish you had in your repertoire, all encompassing? Because for me, dude, it's Indian food. When people are like, hey, can you make a curry or a butter chicken? I'm like, I can, but I always feel like a bit of an imposter, right? Because it's
You're
just,
just like, oh, I think I'm gonna use this.
yeah,
this.
yeah.
You're
I'm like, just.
I see that. I see
Yeah,
a
I'm like,
little
don't
more.
watch me. YouTube,
Yeah.
YouTube.
Right? I think on that one, I think a little Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
I've used a lot of ingredients, but it's not a regular, South African or
Yeah.
African, because some of the spices and things like that.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and not very easily availul.
No,
that's
and
good.
I think that's part of it.
Yeah,
If I have to go seek it out, I'm like, all right, I'll do that another day. 'Cause,
Sure.
I got to go to a dark alley in the middle of a random town that you didn't even know they had. I'm like, wait a minute, where?
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Where do
like-
I go for this? Yeah.
Right.
How much does it cost?
Yeah.
Do I need to bring my knife?
Yeah. Do I need to bring my knives just to go down there and find it?
Yeah, yeah. So you were just in Chicago a couple weeks ago.
It was.
You did a spot on WGN,
Yeah,
Channel
that
9,
was
for
hilarious.
those of you that don't know. It was great. If you guys have the time, look it up on YouTube or Google it. It was awesome.
It was pretty much like this.
Yeah, it was awesome. Stephen, very shy guy. He's just like, "Oh, look, here's what I'm doing, right? Just throws it
Kind
down.
of like
right?
hand feeding
Yeah,
her. She
yeah.
just took it home. Like, oh,
I know, yeah.
all right.
She-
We're doing that on
She
TV.
nibbled his finger a little bit. You could
like,
see. You could see him.
I'm
You're like,
just standing there
whoa.
like, all right, we're going here.
Calm down, lady.
Yeah.
Calm down.
I'm like, we live?
Yeah. So, did you go anywhere cool to eat while you were in town?
I don't know. You have to ask. Where is she?
Ask Joanna.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, cool.
Well,
Where
Burger
we going
Alley,
next?
obviously. Burger Alley, one
that-
of Joanne's.
Yeah, we checked out Burger
most
Alley. That was a cool
prestigious.
spot.
Yeah, Burger Alley's
You know,
great.
interesting concept.
Yeah, that's right. Hold on, it's in my contract. Burger Alley, greatest burgers you'll ever put in your mouth.
Ding! Where's that little? There's like
There,
a little
it's
instrument
done.
up there, right?
It's done. It's done. They are really good. I've been there before. It's awesome.
Right.
All right, so pasta rolling. Do's and don'ts. Is there
Do's and don'ts.
something that pisses you off when you're
sticky-
watching people making the fresh pasta?
Sticky dough is terrible.
Sticky toe is
Yes.
terrible.
Yep.
I would agree with you.
Yes.
Yes.
Do not put water in your pasta maker. Another one.
Another. That's
Yeah, make sure you clean
That's
it
a big one.
afterwards.
Yeah,
or you got
yeah.
little sea monkeys in there.
Sure.
You hear it. Chick, chick, chick,
Yeah,
chick, chick,
yeah.
chick. It's like little chiclets.
yeah. You always end up having to throw that first one away because it's just filled with
Yep.
hard pieces
Bad
of
dreams.
pastas from
Yep.
yeah, bad dreams
Right,
and
bad
pastas from 3
decisions.
Christmases ago. Bad decisions. Oh, I love it.
Right?
Let's see this.
Okay. Come on.
By the way, if anybody here has not made pasta and wants to start making it after this, he is making it look way easier than it is your first 5 or 6 times that you do it.
Make sure you pay attention to the numbers.
Yeah, yes,
Right? And you
yes.
start large hole
Start
opposed
large.
to small hole.
Roll it out first, then.
Yeah, you get
Otherwise,
a
you're
little
going to be cranking.
thin edge.
It doesn't
right?
work.
Yep. I've destroyed a lot of pasta
Yeah,
one day
we
because
all
of that.
have. Yeah.
You know, because I'm usually prepping pasta and 300 other things
Yeah.
in my station because I had a day off.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and my
you're
sous
like,
chef
oh, yeah.
sandbagged me.
Love
You
it.
know, it's like, oh, thanks. Take care.
I love it. Stuff
See,
like
you got me
that
excited,
happens.
right?
You got to be ready. You got to be agile when it comes to pasta.
You right over there? Right? You startled me.
She loved it. She was like, oh my God.
Oh, Jesus. That was like me when she licked my fingers on there. I was like, oh, all right, we're here. I love Chicago. You're like, is it Skin and Max or
That's
daytime?
that's a separate deal that he's got going on.
Yes.
Yes.
On my next episode. Right?
That's awesome. What makes you crazy in your kitchens?
It depends on what crazy
I know,
is.
yeah. Well, what's crazy? I don't think there's a lot of what's crazy to you from hearing your stories, but what just
Intensity?
drives you crazy, if anything? You seem pretty even keeled.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, I've dealt with so much BS over the years, and I've ran a lot of high-profile places that like to show the bear. I've definitely jacked people up in my day. I was talking to Joanne about it. There's a famous scene where they turned on the online ordering.
Oh
and
yeah.
and they weren't ready.
Yeah.
I opened
It
up
goes crazy.
like a bougie hotel. We had 3 restaurants, and we synchronized them all, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday opening, and they opened them all the same day. I was like, dude, okay. I look at my team, I'm like, yo, today, tomorrow, and Sunday are gonna suck.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out,
Sure.
right? But then shit started happening, and I was like, okay. I'm fucking starting to become the white devil. You know, it's coming. And it happened.
Yeah, it did.
There was a couple dents in doors.
Oh,
and
sure,
A couple
yeah.
pieces of equipment whipped across. Oh, then we had a hurricane. The brand new embankment collapsed, flooded the restaurant, the whole back downstairs, brand new pastry kitchen, fucking frogs. I'm like, what the fuck? My sous chef's about to blow his head off. I was like, we need more I remember saying, we need more tomato sauce. And he's sitting there chopping garlic. I was like, just give me the fucking can. I'll
Yeah,
make the
yeah,
tomatoes
yeah.
now. Bzzz, go, you know. I'm like, it's all good.
See?
Yeah.
That makes me
Meanwhile, my
crazy.
pastry chef's going,
Yeah.
it's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're not getting fired.
Yeah, right.
Not until
Yeah,
Monday.
Yeah. None
So
of
let's
this is
just-
going
let's
down
just-
right now.
Let's just ride this wave. So yeah, I can relate on that one.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Insane.
and I've jacked up. Just customers stepped out of line, and I don't let people disrespect my team at all.
Yeah, good for you.
You know, I definitely
Good for
don't.
you.
I don't bow at all. So I went pretty thin on that. You see, that way you're not eating a pasta dough when you're when you're attempting to eat it, cut a little square. I'm gonna put the filling, square it out. Then I'm gonna add my little treats here.
Sweet.
Right?
Let's finish her up. So speaking of the bear,
Yeah, you got tomorrow,
I'm sure you get that
right?
question all the time. Have you seen the bear? Is it real? I'm like, well, no, it's a TV show.
You like hang out with me for a week. I'll
Yeah,
show you.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
how real
yeah,
do you
yeah.
want
I'm
it?
like, you know what? I'm like, it's like every bad day you've ever had jammed into 12 episodes. But I'm like, yeah, it's pretty accurate. How do you feel about it? Do you love the fact that it's shedding light on it, or is it pissing you off that everybody's like, heard? Behind Chef, look. Hey
Yeah,
guys,
it's funny 'cause my
I'm
fucking
drinking my
staff
water out of
doesn't
a
do that.
fucking deli container. I watched the bear.
Right? Yeah,
So-
we had to change ours because now everybody's catching the hint.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, they drink beer out of that? Fuck, man.
Yeah.
We actually drink beer out of our French presses now.
Oh, good for you.
You're like, wow, they drink French. They're pretty hardcore. They drink coffee out of the French press. I'm like, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
He's drinking fucking brandy. I'm
That's
crushing
amazing.
high noons. Right?
amazing.
Because you can't tell.
Gotta have fun.
It's sparkling water.
Yeah, that's You're like, yes, another truly, please.
Yes, right?
That's amazing.
Yep. Opening that crazy restaurant, they shut us down from drinking booze, so we started making our own.
I love it.
Everything. Mead, because I have a honey farm, so we started making mead. Made that on an accident.
I do nothing with
Right?
my life. Yeah.
I
Oh
was
yeah,
a-
the honey farm. How many colonies do you have?
What's that?
How many?
There's not that many right now.
No.
No. I partner with a couple other ones
That's
because
amazing.
I was more checking out. I like the adrenaline rush of going into a hive. It's crazy. It is great. Talk about
I got
being
my
a-
EpiPen and I'm like, let's
yeah,
do
I'm actually
this.
allergic to bees too.
Sounds
That's why I was
amazing.
like,
Are you really
oh,
allergic
yeah.
to bees? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, fuck, there's like 50,000 bees. I'm like, is that sweat or is that a bee walking?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that sweat going south or north? Right? That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I duct tape there. Like I duct taped every orifice possible.
Oh, for sure.
Right? And of course it's like 90 degrees out there. I'm like in a winter suit.
Yeah.
I'm like, why am
Oh
I
my
doing this?
God.
I'll just go buy the fucking honey.
Crazy. Oh,
Yep, good times.
sounds like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's do these raviolis up.
Yeah, a little.
Let's watch some magic. People are
Magic.
getting hungry. Margie,
Right.
I'm sorry. It's coming. I'm sorry. We haven't seen each other. We're chatting.
Right.
It takes a while sometimes.
Oh, you just keep talking. We're done an hour ago.
No, I know.
Well, once I pop those in, it'll be easy. All right, so I can do a little dab. A little dab will do you, so I
Little
can
dab will
steal
do.
the corners.
Oh, I like that.
Right?
Seal them up.
Yeah, steal the corners.
Just seal them up.
Just steal them.
Seal them right up.
Right? A little egg glue. A little more Gouda. Some lobster. And I pull it, fucking corners. So this shape is called sacchetti, or like a beggar's purse. There you go. And then they bloom up. And you got a pouch of fucking lobster love,
Look at that. Give it up
Right?
for the pouch.
right?
Are you serving those on the truck or no?
We do when we go to dispensaries. We call them the Mexican dime bags.
Oh my God.
You'll know why when you eat the combination together. You're like, oh
Super
shit,
smart.
am I high yet? Or I
Yeah.
might go back in the dispensary and buy some more goodies.
Yeah, people are like, so do I eat these? How does it work?
Is this part of it?
Yeah,
Like,
is this how we do this?
did you lace this, chef?
That's amazing.
Right? Do I need any more garnish? I think good. So then we, I got the mustard, and there's something right here, a little concoction that you'll have to buy the cookbook to see that concoction.
Okay, all right.
So that's a mousstarda. I pickled candied cherries. I added a mustard extract, simple syrup, and this is vincodo. This is the last press, the drippings, before they take it away. It smells like
I
caramel,
want to smell that.
right? Like molasses, caramel. Starts to act, when you taste it, it's almost like balsamic, but there's no acid.
Yeah,
That's where this comes in, and that's where that comes in.
that's amazing. That smells unbelievable.
That's me. Fucking guilt.
That's the smell of defeat.
Right?
That's great.
Yeah,
Look at these. How cute.
Right? My little beggar's purses.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
And then we got my lobster hanging out back. And then,
So you're gonna add the lobster into the cream sauce then?
no, I'm gonna put it on the side so it doesn't overcook.
Okay.
And I'll build them together.
Word.
right? That way
like
you
that.
eat lobster. No one can say,
know.
I didn't get enough lobster.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Which is, we hear all the time. How
Do
much
you really?
lobster's in the lobster roll? I'm like, which one do you want?
Yeah.
What's the difference? Fucking the price tag, obviously.
Right? Yeah. You want more, it costs more.
Right? We are smart asses on our truck, too.
I love that.
Culinary Carnies is amazing. And when people get lippy with us, we just shut the window and just stare at them. Because they're going to call the owner. Yeah, call the owner. Let me know how it works out for you.
Your phone rings, hello.
Yeah, the number's on the back.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, what's he wearing? A Red Hot backwards? What's he doing right now? He's flipping me
That's
off.
awesome.
Sounds all right.
That's
me.
Amazing. Yeah, that's me, Dick.
Yep.
I love that.
We cut people off on a regular basis, too. I mean, you guys know. I saw the driving here. Boston's not as... I think it's equal.
I was going to say,
I think it's an equal.
you know, the couple times I've been to Boston, I mean, everybody's actually been very sweet.
We just have a lot of rotaries. Or roundabouts, whatever the hell
Oh,
they
yeah,
call them.
yeah.
Right?
Rotaries. Is there such a thing as a dooryard? A dooryard? Have you ever heard of that?
No, it
This
sounds
guy
like-
from Massachusetts was telling me, he goes, if you ever run into somebody from Boston, and it's basically like the door to your garage. And he
No.
goes, the dooryard. And I was like,
He made that up.
yeah, did he?
Yeah.
I don't put it past him.
He made that up. Some
I
like,
mean, we call the guy Sideburns, so I don't doubt it.
sound like something you see in a movie from
Yeah, Billy Madison, I think there was a guy
Right?
named Sideburns. Yeah.
like a Ben Affleck movie
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
stupid where they're just making up Boston accent
For sure,
and sayings.
for sure.
You know, sounds about right.
I like it.
Like Dun King's bullshit.
Dun Kings, yeah.
Dumb,
You don't like it too much.
a little bit. And
Little
no
bit.
one wears those colors. Right?
Well,
Maybe 3 people.
yeah, maybe 3.
They're not our
people.
friends anymore. Sorry, Dad.
Oh, that's great. That is great. Man, this looks.
And then we got the
sexy
best
as
part
hell.
right here. Right?
It looks like you want to make out with somebody with this in your mouth.
Right?
you
It's
know
like a
what I
dry
mean?
hump.
It's like a
Dry humps.
It's like a. Yes, that was my second point. It's like a dry hump. Yes. By the way, if you haven't been to Burger Alley, best burgers
Free
in
dry
town.
humps.
That's a lot of lobster. That's like $600 worth of lobster. sitting
Yeah, it's
there.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's all good.
Did you get that here? Did you bring that on the plane with you as well?
What's that?
Did you get that here? Or did you bring that on the
No,
plane?
we
with
could,
you?
that was part of us. Liquid nitrogen, we drop it, so it's ice cold,
Oh,
and then carry on. See you later. Yep.
guys, listen. When
What's that?
when you take your liquid nitrogen at home,
Yeah, right?
I love liquid nitrogen. It's fun.
Yep. Because you could freeze it at such a cold temp
A
that
low temp.
that it doesn't hurt the meat. So, okay, that's how we do such a volume, because we have limited space.
Yeah.
We just drop it, submerge it, coolers, next,
Wow.
and then you can see it doesn't do anything to it,
That's super
that-
smart.
right?
That's amazing.
And you should see our operation. It's pretty entertaining. We have started with my nephew because he wanted a job. I was like, hey, come here. I'll break down lobsters. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. So go get some gloves. So I got pretty much a table like this, and it's a crawfish cooker, big square
Oh, yeah.
propane built on the back of a trailer, and they just fucking drop them in, and it just lifts it onto the table,
Amazing.
right? And just mass production.
Wow.
But part of it was like, where am I dumping the bodies?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh,
there's
for
a lot,
sure.
There's a lot of 5,000 bodies on a regular basis. There's a lot of
So what do you
dumpsters
do
I'm
with
throwing
them?
in.
What do you do with them?
Depends on the day. How big's your yard? Thank God the ocean goes out and in,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no kidding.
Yep. When's low tide?
Not low tide.
Yeah, what? Shit, you screwed it up.
Not again.
That's AM, dude, not
You're just
PM.
standing there, lobsters or lobster bodies
just
are
a
just
truck,
hitting you in the
yeah.
feet. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Oh, that's
pretty
our
good.
compost. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
only so many holes I can dig in my yard. For the people start figuring out, why is there so many animals in
Yeah.
the neighborhood?
Yeah.
We never had them before.
What's that smell out here?
Yeah. Talk about defeat.
God awful.
Yeah. It's the lobster guy over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
I
us.
swear.
Yeah, it's the
I
lobster.
swear it's not me.
It's the lobster pounds. Right?
Yeah, don't ever leave lobster in your car trunk for 3 weeks.
Or 2 days.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I found that out the hard way. That was
Yeah.
actually a Jawan event. I got home and it was snowing, and I was like, it'll stay frozen in the cooler.
yeah.
And then I promptly forgot about said lobster. And yeah, it took about a year to get the smell out of that car.
After you burnt the
When
car.
I sold it 3 years later, I was like, please don't smell it. Please don't smell
Sell
that
it on a
smell.
cold day.
Yeah.
Right?
My God. Yeah, it was awful. Dude, this looks amazing. You guys ready for some lobster or what?
Right? I'll let you try and figure that out.
Dude, I'm pumped.
Right?
Is there a switch? It looks like it's already floating.
Actually, let me plate it first, otherwise it's
All
not
right.
gonna.
Oh yeah, otherwise it's not
Right?
gonna do
Yeah,
it.
it's gonna be weird.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
we're gonna be shooting it
It's
across
gonna be
the room.
weird.
It's like, oh, retake.
You're worried about weird now?
Yeah, yeah. It's not making weird.
Yeah, let's not make it
Don't make it
weird, man. Stop looking at me right in my eyes, all right?
Stop
It's
trying to
weird.
lick my finger. Right?
That's amazing. So what else is in your cherry mostarda besides the mustard oil? Is it like cherry juice?
A
Like,
little bit, just to taint. This one I used to use a lot more fruit. In the wintertime, I do a lot more citrus, kiwi. And I'd slowly bring it up in a simple syrup, just to kind of almost candy it,
Oh, nice.
you know? And then we have another one we're working on that's green tomato, white raisin, roasted garlic, and then cooked down in candy. It's crazy.
I'll
Go
bet.
down like a little toast. Dude. In the beginning of it didn't work because it was too high. We kept burning it. You know, I'm like, oh, that's
Yeah.
worse. That's not a good taste. You know?
Wow.
And then we figured it out slow and low, obviously. Fucking wins the game.
You ever feel like branching out, opening, a place in Chicago? I mean, I'm just saying, like, it
Right.
might be nice.
Lobster love.
Yeah, Lobster loves Chicago. Dude, you kill it out here. I mean, that Gordon Ramsay, he does a pretty good job with his crappy burger place.
I like Burger Alley better.
Burger Alley. Best in the city, best in the state.
Who's going Ramsay?
Yeah, yeah. Who?
Jump in the ring. He
Yeah,
doesn't
who?
compete.
Yeah. No, he won't
asked,
compete.
I asked for a throwdown with him. I'm not afraid to lose.
See, that's
Right? That's
yeah.
the thing.
Yeah, you need to be fearless
Yeah.
for sure.
Because I know there's a chance to win, so I'm like,
Yeah.
shit. Then like I said,
50-50.
Yeah.
Might as well be me,
better
right?
than lottery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cooking's the easy part.
Cooking
As
is
is
the
the
easy
talking
part.
shit. So it's like, what else do I have? Sabotage?
That's right.
Sabotage myself so they can get ahead of it.
I don't need to sabotage anybody else.
Yeah,
Sabotage
I'll
myself.
sabotage myself.
That's amazing.
Right?
That's very, very cool.
Yeah, so I'm just bringing this up a little butter. As you can see, little nuggets.
Yeah.
Pepper and natural lobster liquid. Tears of lobster.
It's going to be done. I love that.
Right? Take a second. I don't want it to...
You don't want it to burn.
No,
So what's
overcooked.
next for you?
What's
Raising,
next? Dancing
dancing,
with wolves, maybe?
dancing with wolves.
Yes.
Tatanka. That's the only part of that movie I remember.
Right.
I swear to God, I
Right.
saw it like 30 years ago. No, what is next for you, Chef? I mean, what's on the horizon? You're
Getting through this
You're
summer.
packing in so much now.
Right? Finishing the damn book.
Finishing the damn
Push
book.
for that rematch, the rematch against Bobby.
That's right.
I want that.
God, man, I want to see that go
I do.
down.
I'm
so
hungry
well.
for it.
I want
And
to see it go down so bad.
yeah, as do I. And he's just gonna walk in like an everyday. I'm gonna walk in with a baseball bat with spikes. And say, yeah, what's going down?
Yeah,
One-
for sure.
Yes.
I like that.
Let's.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
My friends always bust my chops. I was on a TV show a long time ago before any of you were born, and it's called The Next Food Network Star. And I knew I was getting kicked off of the show because
Stories.
I don't know if I'm ruining anything for him. It's a little produced, right?
Not all of them.
What's
Not
that?
all of them are produced.
It's called The Next Food Network Star. I was season 6. I was younger, skinnier, more handsome. But that being said, I knew I was getting kicked off. I was getting let go. And they're always like, put yourself on a plate. Tell a story. I'm like, Jesus Christ, can I just...
Dance a little.
Yeah, can I just cook for you? And so I knew I was leaving. And Bobby goes, yeah, but Paul, what are you going to cook on your show? And I just looked at him and I go, food, Bobby. I'm going to cook food. That's what I'm going to cook, because I knew I was going home. And they aired it, and I couldn't believe it. So my friends are always like, food, Bobby, best line ever. I'm like, dude, it was 13 years ago. They're like, still amazing, dude. I think about that all the time.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Good old Bobby.
Yep. He was fun the last one. So we've thrown down together. We did a fundraiser together. That was a good one. Because I was like, hey, did you learn how to cook since the last time I whipped your ass? Or like, you still learning, you know? And it was like fun banter at that point.
Sure,
the first time he wasn't happy. He was pissed.
I'll bet he was.
Yeah, I was chirping on him.
Yeah,
Any
yeah.
chance I got, I was like,
I
like
love
that
that.
annoying little brother.
Yeah, just
Totally.
get his ass.
And I was like, dude, I'm super annoying. I'm just gonna keep on it.
Yeah.
To see what happens, and it worked. You see that the turning point, him just get like flustered, because every time he went to think about something, I was talking shit to him.
I love that.
Yep. Whether it was, I'm like, yo, what's that girl's name that you banging? Giddy up? Gidiata? What do you call her? Giada? Like, he's like, what the fuck? And I just see the production team going, yes. They're like,
Yeah, they're like, you can't write this
They're like,
stuff.
take him out.
Yeah, yeah.
Take him out. Drop him.
That's amazing. That is so good.
Yep. And I'm like, what do you got for me? Anything? Nothing? Come on,
Nothing.
dude.
Come on,
Give
Bob.
me some shit talk. It's cute.
That's
I went over, I tasted his food. I was like, garbage. You know, anything.
garbage.
I'm like, oh, it's cute. I used to do coconut curry when I was a kid.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Good old Bobby Flay.
Yep.
I love that. No, that's good. When's the cookbook coming out?
Well, let's see. I mean, if I can get a rematch soon.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you want to put it
I
out
want
after.
it. I want, because
Yeah.
I'm going to whoop his ass. It's not even cocky or whatever, or confident. I'm going in harder than I did against him last time. You know?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Cool, so we have our lobster. We've got our tortellinis.
Yes. A lobster, my little boats.
And I want to see the smoking gun in action.
Right? Yeah, they took part of it from me when they were going through my stuff, but we can make it happen.
Did they take the tube from you?
Yes, they did.
I see that.
Yeah, but I was.
Or I
was
don't
messing
see
with
that,
it.
I should say,
Yeah, I
because
don't
it's
see
not
that.
there.
Houdini, please.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can get creative. We can.
Yeah.
Like you hold one, I just do it from
Yeah,
the side.
for sure.
You know,
Yeah, I'll hold it close.
like back in the day when you
We'll
used
trap
to
it.
use a bottle,
Yeah.
like a Pepsi bottle, to
Yeah.
make a pipe.
Yep, yep.
I mean,
Make it out of anything.
yeah. Is that a watermelon?
Yeah.
So this
Is that a jackfruit? Jesus Christ,
What are
who
you
are
doing?
you, man?
is that a koala?
Yeah, yeah.
Back
is
to
that
the
a
koala.
Yeah, I killed him yesterday.
Yeah, right. All right, so let's plate this, and then while that's getting warm, do a
I'm
little,
excited.
right? Let's do two. How's that sound?
Sounds amazing.
All right. Too saucy. Yeah, little here, little nugget. This is a nice little nugget. It's like a pen. Right?
Ooh, I like that. That's nice.
Right? That's nice. I like what you did with that.
I like what you did
I
there.
like what you did here. It's
Just
nice.
like right over his shoulder. Like,
Yeah, don't mind me.
It's gorgeous.
Right? Are you breathing on me?
Yeah.
Stop
Damn
trying
it,
to
get off. Stop breathing on my neck.
Stop
dude.
trying to lick my ear. Good old. Just because.
I used to have this French chef, he wouldn't hire bigger people in the kitchen because the line was so small. And if you even got close to him, motherfucker, back it off. I don't... Paul, I'm not kidding.
And I would be
not
that.
today. Not
I'd
today.
be that chef like this. What's up, chef?
I know.
What's
Oh,
up,
all
chef?
day long. All day long. He loved practical jokes, but God forbid you did something to him. Dominique Tunia, Bistro 110, God rest his soul. God, I love that guy. He was so pissed. The guy hung out one day for an extra 40 minutes because he had put Tabasco in my coffee and he was waiting for me to take a sip of it. And I reached back and I go, what is this, Chef Tabasco? Jesus, get original. And I throw it away. Motherfucker. Okay, my wife is pissed. I have to go. Like, sorry, Chef. Should have taken a sip.
Right?
Look at that.
Yeah, you sacrifice it.
Yeah,
I've done that.
yeah.
You totally
Yeah,
sacrifice
so you have
yourself.
to sacrifice it
Yep,
just
you
to-
need to take it so
yeah.
it's believable.
And then you give him a
You're like, oh, this is-
you.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's see it. Oh my
You
god.
can.
Oh my god, do I get to
right?
do
I'll show you
it?
the trick on it. All right. So see the light?
Yeah.
See?
That
Good.
means it's good for you.
No,
Oh, I can see you fighting it.
All right.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to do that.
no. So you have to. It'll start to show a little. Right there. See it?
Oh my god, dude.
You gonna do it?
No, it looks too pretty. I'm
No?
gonna mess it up. I'll be here for 30 minutes. They'll be like, can we just eat some of this damn
Right.
food, please?
All right. So let's play with some smoke too.
All right, let's do this. I'm gonna help you out here, Chef.
Yeah, I'll get my crack pipe.
For those of you that don't know,
What
crack is whack. Don't do it.
Burger Alley.
Yeah, Burger Alley.
Speaking of crack, Burger Alley.
Speaking of crack, the burgers at Burger Alley are like crack cocaine. The best in the West.
You know what? We'll do it without the magnet, then I'll do it with the magnet. Otherwise, we're going to be fighting it. All right? All right, so you lift that a little bit, and I'll do my dance.
Yes, chef. Heard. I watched The Bear.
Bear, please.
I am actually very excited
There you
for
go.
season 3. Oh, yeah.
I put
Put
it
a little
down.
bit of that behind my ears.
Right? I put it down.
Give it up for Chef Stephen Coe, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me go back. Now you want to try it?
And as we're plating everything up, Joanne McCartney, the owner of Burger Alley,
What's
is
Burger
also
Alley?
selling. They're the best burgers in town, chef. I don't know if
Okay,
you've heard
I
of
didn't check it out.
it. She's selling these hats for $60 a piece up front. So if anybody needs one, she'll lower 10% off if you mention my name. Code word Pauly.
Burger Alley.
Yeah, Burger Alley.
I'm on. So I'm designing another part with this where we can just drop it. Because I use this in my, it's going to be, I have a private chef company. So we're going to have it so it's synchronized and the
Yeah, of course.
guest
you do,
will pull it across and it'll just float. But we haven't got that far yet. We got half the technology.
Yeah.
We got the floating part.
We have the technology. We just can't make
we
it
just
work.
can't synchronize do it.
I love it.
Right?
That's amazing.
What do you think?
All right, so here's how it's going to go down. Thank you for that last clap. That was very nice.
The
of
half
you.
clap, please.
Yeah.
Golf clap.
Yeah. So here's how it's going to go down. Chef is going to plate you up some food. Come, eat, grab a drink, chill out. Please, just like 15 minutes. Okay, guys? It's only a one-day show, right? He's got to fly back. Are you flying back tomorrow?
Yeah.
Chicago's going to be a darker place without you here, Chef. That's for sure. But yeah, help yourselves, guys. Thanks so much. We'll be back for a little sit-down chat by the fireside.
Yeah.
You all have an opportunity to ask some questions. So think of some really good ones. And
Yeah, let's get creative.
let's really explore the space.
I don't
get
do
creative.
much, so.
Yeah,
I'm
he
very-
doesn't
I live
do
a
much.
boring
Yeah.
life.
I feel like I could have this conversation for another 3 or 4 hours easily and
Right.
still not even crack the surface. He'll be like, well, then my asphalt company. Wait, what?
Yeah, I didn't want to pay someone to do it, so I created my own.
Yeah, I created my own.
The cost
There's
of it.
nothing like hand-curated concrete, ladies and
Right?
gentlemen. Damn, this looks good. What's that? What? Oh, we got to do raffle tickets. Yeah, I was told to do raffles. I was like, do you want me to just stop the conversation? Be like, Steven, hold on. We've got to call out a raffle. Do I pick a number?
Do I wear a 6?
Do I pick it? Can I pick it? Hey, salud. Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, you bet.
Dude,
Thank you.
always a freaking pleasure chatting with you, busting balls. I love it. All right, so if you had one thing to say to the young culinarians of today, what would it be?
Work harder and suck less.
Work harder, suck less. Great, great advice.
I don't know. Block out the noise,
I like it.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of interns with me, and I just mentor the shit out of them, and just tell them, I don't even know, like, I'm not nice, I'm not mean, but I don't coddle, you know, because it's this world. I mean, I teach in a way where they go into the world and they have a shell where they can kind of block off some of the noise in this industry and all the stuff that people don't like about this industry. The long hours are nothing. Who cares?
It's true.
This is easy. If you have the good culture, none of that matters. You take a beating with the person next to you, it's a blast. Then you're doing this afterwards. Then it's brunch. You're like, oh shit, that was Saturday, now it's brunch. And everybody hates cooking brunch. But then at 2 o'clock, you're like, sweet.
Let's go get a bloody.
Yeah.
Start all over
Let's go
again.
get a bloody and have a Monday off.
Been there. Missed it.
Right? Tuesday comes around, fast forward, you're good.
I hear you.
Right?
I love it. I love it. No, that's some sound advice, I feel like. When people walk away from Lobster Love or Early Bird or SWAT, I'm pausing because I was just talking to Margie and I said, yes, Chef Stephen's real, he's no bullshit. He's not one of these guys that go, oh, did you like it? Oh, thanks so much. He's like, if you don't like it, I don't give a shit,
Yeah.
right? But what is the, how do you want your customers to feel when they walk away from one of your places?
That we delivered on our game plan, like our flavor profiles there, our concepts there, that my staff is on point, they're doing whatever role they're supposed to be doing. I mean, I take the somewhat of criticism, because most of the time people blow smoke trying to use their, but I take it, people like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool, I address it, if something was off. Because, I mean, as great as we think we are, we're not always on. Or that person's on, but that person's dragging ass today, which
Yeah.
affects everybody.
Right.
And if I'm doing 16 things here, I'm trying to make sure everybody else is on. But then people have bad days. I mean,
Always.
hopefully not in my world, but we do.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like food trucks break down or blowing generators or refrigerations. So I try and see those things ahead of time. So they're like, oh, the generator's down. I'm like, get ice. But I don't want to have to say that. I want them already on that shit.
Fair.
You know?
This is going to be one of my last questions because I asked you a whole shit ton throughout the night. It was just Anthony Bourdain's birthday the other day, and there was always a question,
I
right?
got a funny Anthony Bourdain thing.
What's the what's the last meal? You're on death row tomorrow.
Fucking
you die.
buffalo tenders, dude.
Dude,
Buffalo
yeah,
tenders
buffalo
with like
tenders.
foie gras and everything else.
I love it.
Yeah, right?
I
Just
love that.
Yeah, buffalo anything. Buffalo tartare with foie gras fucking ice cream. Something stupid. Fed by a sea monkey and fucking moose knuckle or something.
Michael Jackson's old monkey,
Right,
Bubbles.
just
I
all
want him to
stupid.
feed me.
I just want stupid shit.
I get whatever I want.
Yeah. And yellow M&Ms.
I love it. yeah, just something
Right?
crazy.
Just stupid.
Yeah, just make the chef go, what? This is a madman.
Right. So
for sure.
recently, I have two paintings. Like one's graffiti and one's a picture of like a painting of Anthony Bourdain and the rest at the Early Bird. And I don't know what it is as the last like 2 weeks, but two ladies, one lady took it off the wall, was offended, and started screaming at me in the restaurant, right?
Because you had a picture of Bourdain up?
Jeffrey Epstein,
Oh.
right? Because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
similar, and I
Sure.
didn't even think about that. I was like, what? She's yelling at me, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And I go, kind of looks like, I'm just gonna let her go on her spiel.
Sure,
Right?
sure.
Yeah. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, the picture of Anthony Bourdain. I'm like, I'm just gonna walk away. 'cause
Yeah.
You're an idiot, And then a couple that come in all the time, they wouldn't say who they were. They just said, two concerned customers of the Early Bird. A 2-page thing about the picture. I'm like, what? Like, we're not coming back in. We will be back in, but we're going to tell you who we are, and we'll see if you address it. So what do you think I got? Now I have a fucking, like a massive
Yeah,
picture.
yeah, massive.
Right as you walk
yeah.
in the restaurant, boom, right in your face.
Yeah. With
See
a
if they
little
got
note
the
that
hint.
says, thanks for the feedback.
Yeah, and I go, this is not
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein.
That's crazy.
Wild. I'm like, what? Because we have all sorts of art that local people did, but they're unique pictures. One's, I was at a bar, we were playing darts, and the bartender had a pineapple because he was doing the, what the fuck, Stoli Dolies, or
Oh, yeah, sure,
they're
yeah.
called, right? So one of the kids threw a dart at it, and it was hilarious, so we took a picture of it. The next day, the kid had the picture framed and in the restaurant. I'm
That's
like,
awesome.
fucking sweet. And this started this little pattern where we made some kid does origami, and he did it on something. It was like origami bird on a spoon. Took a picture of it, and now it's in the restaurant. They just randomly show up. I'm like, fuck is that? That's what was it? My kid plays violin, and on Easter last year, we hit an egg on the violin, and then someone recreated that, took a picture of it, and it's on the fucking wall,
That's awesome.
right? I'm like, fuck is that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a snail on a spoon. I'm like, of course it is. It's a snail on a spoon.
Sure, why
Just
not?
randomly
Let's
sitting
roll
in
with
the
it.
dining room.
Thanks for digging into this episode of Conversations in Culinary. Follow and subscribe now on your favorite podcast platform so you don't miss future episodes. Please leave a positive rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Find In Culinary on Facebook and Instagram and inculinary.com.